This is your total body lifting warm-up. So since we're lifting both upper body and lower body, that's what our warm-up is going to include as well. So I want you to do 20 to 30 seconds of each of the mobility moves, and then jump into doing 10 reps of the body weight moves, okay? If that's all the time you have, go into your lift. If you have more time, go through the sequence again, and or if you feel like you need a longer warm-up, go through the sequence again. It's never bad to do a longer warm-up. Usually people cut it too short, too early, okay? So first thing that we're gonna do is arm circles, forwards and backwards. You can do them however big that you want. You can do little ones, you can do big ones, but we're going to do 10 forward, 10 backwards. You can do both if you want. All right, next thing, kneeling abductor rock. So I want you to get down, one knee, one foot. This foot is going to be slightly inward, and I don't want your toe tucked, okay? So we're just going to rock back and forth. I have separate links for all these mobility moves that have more details, more explanation, more viewpoints. So if you have trouble with any of them, please go see those. But you should feel it in this extended leg here. Okay. Make sure to do both sides. I'll show you from, I guess, this side. So that leg is just tucked in, and you're just rocking forwards and backwards. Okay? I don't want you to just hold these. We really want these movements to be dynamic, not static. Static stretching can go after your warm-ups, after your runs, if that feels good for you. Oh, wait. Next move is the runner's lunge to a twist. So this is the world's greatest stretch, okay? So you are in a lunge, hands are on the same side or the other side as your leg, and you're just gonna stretch up to the sky, step that foot back, step the other foot up, stretch. This is a full body stretch. You're getting the hip flexor, the groin, the hamstring, the back with that rotation. That rotation should feel really good. Again, we want this to be dynamic. You can still hold it for a couple seconds. Let's do 5 on each side. You can also feel it in the glutes when you are stepped back like this. You should feel it in the glute here, okay? Step back, rotate. I think that was 5 on each side. Okay, next move is our hip flexor to a dorsiflexion. So again, really focus on the hip flexors. They need to be warmed up. A lot of injuries, especially in running, come from weak glutes, and they stem from the hips. So we just want to make sure everything is warmed up, since, especially in running, we're using hip flexors a lot, but also in our running, or in our lifting. A lot of that hinging motion is in these lifts. So this is a hip flexor to ankle dorsiflexion rock. You can add the hamstring in there, but focus on the hamstring, focus on the ankle right here. I will switch to this viewpoint so you can see knees past the toes to focus on the ankle mobility. Sit back, feel it in your hamstring, rock forward. You should feel it also in this hip flexor. We'll do 5 of these. Again, you can do longer if you want. But it's just getting everything warmed up. Okay, next thing, shin box hip extension. So this is kind of at an angle, okay? that you're going to place your hips in. They don't have to be square, or they shouldn't be square. And you're just going to rock out to this hip flexor, but I'm feeling it in both groins. You can feel it in the glute. Engage your muscles. That's also going to help warm up. Okay. Switch sides. When you push forward, you can get it in the ankle, but you're really going to feel it in this leg, the groin, the hip flexor. But I'm also feeling it in this glute because this glute is engaged as I push this way. So I'm just warming it up as well. Warming up isn't necessarily just a stretch. It's dynamic. It's using the muscles, okay? All right, so those are the 5 mobility moves. Do them for 20 to 30 seconds. And then we're going to jump into some body weight exercises just to get fully warmed up. So I want you to do 10 squats. If you want, you can step it out further. You could do sumo squats if your upper body, or if your total body workout involves sumo squats. Switch it up from time to time. We're going to do bent knee calf raises. So we really want to make sure we're warming up the soleus, which needs to be done in a bent knee position. So if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. We're not focused on balance. We're focused on the soleus. Pause at the top. That helps with more engagement. Let's do one more. Okay. Next thing that we're going to do are lunges. So, again, make this work for you. Figure out a warm-up that you enjoy that's really going to help prime your body for the movement that you're doing. So if you're like, oh, today I actually want to do reverse lunges, maybe they feel better on your knees. Maybe you just want to switch it up. Maybe your total body workout has reverse lunges, so you want to do those for your warm-up. Okay? Last thing that we're going to do for total body warm-ups, what involves both upper body and lower body, are push-ups, okay? So you can do wide, you can do narrow, you can do tricep. If you need to, drop down on your knees, okay? Just focus on that range of motion. Okay, do 10 push-ups. And then again, like I said in the beginning, if you have more time, go through that sequence again. Otherwise, jump right into your lift.